On behalf of the Greenwood County Dems, I cannot thank you guys enough for coming here today. I know I didn't know any of you very well as candidates before. I've gained a whole new perspective on your views and your candidacy, and I applaud you and appreciate that. We're about to close. What would your final statement be to the audience?
I think the important thing right now is for people to understand what we are facing, is for people to understand the scope of the challenges in front of us. And they not only include, what Trump is doing with the EOs, they also include the dismantling of our safety net through the erosion of our federal agencies, and they include the erosion of the rule of law and the erosion of the Supreme Court, as well as other justices, where the legislation is being passed so that they cannot challenge a higher court ruling or a lower court ruling, silencing the judges. So this is what we're facing. And we need to do two things. We need to be able to organize ourselves to assist people now as they deal with the fallout from these changes. And we need, secondly, to move ourselves into a majority situation in Washington so that we could start the recovery, the repeal, and the block. So our question is, what sense do you have of what is needed to get into the job and be effective? So what I offer to you is, as an activist, somebody who has been engaged with other people who have been fighting these battles, who have been involved in mobilization, not just telling people to go vote, but teaching them about the democracy, about participating. We have a lot of people who don't even understand what the primary is for. So we're not educating people about the relationship between electoral and freedom. We have words that were scratched out that people aren't supposed to say: equity, inclusion, justice. There was a whole set of them, that is being marked out of the federal, any language like that: justice, freedom, liberation, reparations. So an existential issue is going on now, and we need to be at the forefront of that, and we need people who are ready to do that work. It's not going to be making sure that the right-wing people agree with us, because they are down with Donald Trump. So the people in this room and the networks that you represent and the expansion of those folks who can win this race, that's what we have to do. Because if we don't do it in this state and nationally, we have a real disaster happening that may not be overturned by the young people that we're talking about. So my name is Catherine Fleming Bruce. I'm your people's candidate for the United States Senate. I'll have my cards out. I want you to reach out. I want you to kick in a little bucks to help us get on the road. But mostly, I want you to understand where we are and what this fight is going to require of us. And it's not something that can be played with, because if we don't get this right, we're in doomsday for a long time. So let's work together to make sure that we see the challenge and we face the challenge appropriately. Thank you.